Before I start, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land and pay my respect to elders past, present, and emerging. And welcome to the 11th Indian Film Festival of Sydney. As you know, we started the Indian Film Festival of Melbourne and Indian Film Festival of Sydney together. But sadly, since COVID, we've not been able to have the festival physically in Sydney. So I'm so happy that I was really encouraged and supported by wonderful Shiba and our CGT. And we are back. And the plan is to keep growing and make this a huge moment in Sydney as well. And I'm delighted to have one of the most loved actors, producer, and MP in India, Khushbu Sundar. So, Khushbu ma'am, would love to have you on stage with us. And also would like to invite our CGG to please come and say a few words and officially open the festival. Before we start, just want to have an apology. We had Tanishta and Kirti joining us today. They were supposed to arrive yesterday at 12 noon, but they arrived today at 2. Is Tanishta on her way? So Tanishta is on her way. Kirti will join us at the opening night. But my apologies for that. This is not something anyone could have foreseen. But as you know, we are opening with Full Plate, which just had its world premiere at the Busan International Film Festival, and we are screening it to you tonight straight from there. Tanishta is the director of the film. She's one of my favorite people, not because she's such an amazing actress, but also because she's just amazing. As many of you know, she's battling cancer, so we call her Tiger Tan because she's just going for everything and still ensuring that her spirit is not deterred by anything. So I look forward to welcoming her here in some time. But CG would love for you to come and say a few words, please.
Good evening, everyone. It's been a great day since morning. We are busy doing some kind of business, and of course, we are witnessing many visitors to this consulate. And today we have Mrs. Khushbu Sundar in our consulate. I think that's a great sign that we are doing great in Sydney. Sydney, of course, obviously is busy in organizing various things, and film festival is one of the kinds of events that rarely we organize. I think we should thank Mr. Dominic for bringing in this film festival to Sydney after 10 years of gap. I'm sure this will go a long way in continuously organizing such film festivals, and celebrities from the film industry will be coming to Sydney and participating in this film festival. A few years ago, India and Australia have also signed the audiovisual co-production agreement, and of course that has a different connotation in terms of film industries. But actually, that opens up various opportunities for the film industries to look at how governments can collaborate with the private and kind of a public-private partnership on the co-production. It opens up destinations for various things, not only for the filming, for tourism, destination weddings, etc., etc. And with this, small background, I should welcome the media colleagues here for this promotional events. It is a press conference. We will just, see whatever you want to know about this film festival. I'm sure Neetu would be able to answer. I'm not the film guy, but I'll be able to provide anything on the policy or any other facilitation that the consulate or the government would like to do in terms of promoting business and film. With this, I would like to recognize some of these persons present here. Of course, Shiva has been with Mithu for so many years. And I think Shiva and Mithu are joining together to break this hiatus of 10 years of gap in Sydney Film Festival. And so coinciding with this my time, in Sydney. I think we will do a good job in promoting this business. This film festival will be going out for from today, maybe from the evening, for 4 5 days. I should, not sure that I will be given this chance to speak again, but I'll finish this before she gives the mic to someone else. I'm told we had this briefing or discussions, a month ago, just a month ago. The preparation was started only a month ago. And she told me that over 40 films, not the mainstream films, is going to come to Sydney. It is all language films from across, India and various states. Not very popular movies, but that will give the essence and flavor of India's rich heritage and culture in various dimensions through these beautiful lenses captured by the fantastic directors from India. I think this next week will be full of color, and while we celebrate the festival of lights in the coming weeks, I think this festival will take off very nicely and beautifully. Thank you, Smita, for your creativity and bringing these two council. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to tell you a bit about the films that we are screening. Tonight, as I told you, is full plate. Tomorrow is exceptionally special, and Khushbu, ma'am, you're more than welcome to join us, because we are screening the newly digitally restored Sholay. And not just any Sholay, Sholay with the original end. So I get so excited every time just talking about it, because when Ramesh Sippy made Sholay, actually Thakur kills Gabbar Singh. But censors at that time found it too violent, so they made him reshoot as like the cops come and take him away. So the Sholay that you'll be watching tomorrow will be the one with the original ending. And it just premiered at TIFF, and Sydney is going to be the second city in the world pretty much to watch that. So please spread the word and invite everyone to watch this evergreen classic on its 50th anniversary. And our closing night film is the film Songs from the Forgotten Trees, which, as you know, is a very historic film, because the director, she was the first Indian to win the Best Director prize at the International Film Festival in Venice. That happened in September. So again, another brand new film coming straight to you. And we have lots and lots of films. We have two great Tamil films, Angamal and sorry, the other one I have to read. Your Touch Makes Other Invisible. Angamal is this wonderful, very special film that also won the Best Indie Film at our film festival in Melbourne. So all the films are screening at various palace cinemas around the city. So I invite you all to please come and watch these films, share the word, and just enjoy the festival, because these are some real gems that the team has worked very hard to prepare. And another note, our Sydney Film Festival, we are coming back the first time after COVID. So the good thing was that we just announced it on Film Freeway, and we had more than 3,000 entries who had submitted their films, wanting their films to be screened here, which was a record number for us, and I just wanted to share that with you. And please follow us and like us, and sign up for the newsletter so you get lots of screenings that CGG, Shiva and I are planning to bring, not just at the festival but throughout the year. And while we wait for Tanishta, who's on her way, and again my apology, but these are really exceptional circumstances. If you had any questions for me or Khushbu ma'am or CGG, please feel free to ask.
No, you can tell about our plan for every month one movie.
Oh, every month? Okay, yes.
Or
No.
maybe 1 in 2 months.
No, CGG, Shiva and me, what we want to do is we want to have like some kind of a film club vibe which can bring everyone together who love films and beyond Bollywood. So a lot of independent, regional, multi-language films, and not wait for the film festival, which now is a commitment and we're going to do it every year. But throughout the year. So it's also an opportunity for all of us to get together, enjoy films, watch these rare films, and just meet and celebrate our wonderful films coming together. So that's something CGG really wants to do, and Shiva and me are working to make that happen as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. So anybody has any questions for Khushbu ma'am, please? Yes, Dhruv.
And you have been a part of the South industry for like very long period of time.
Yeah.
And how do you see the industry from that time and how it is being evolving now? And people are loving so much. So how do you see the difference?
Yeah, hi and good evening to everyone. Thank you for being here first. I think now is a digital world. The kind of films that were made then, or kind of hero worship we have seen then, and Tamil has a record of maximum number of chief ministers have come from Tamil Nadu in our state from cinema. So I think those were the heroes who were made by the people. Now it's not the Insta or Facebook or Twitter times. So the times have changed, and now it's more of CG, VFX, and now we're getting into that AI world. So the times have changed, but I think most importantly, we need to remember the emotions remain the same. Most of the time, people keep asking me that, you know, being born and bred in Mumbai, but lived in Chennai for almost 40 years now, I'm more of a Chennite or Madrasi, as would you like to call me. It gives me immense pride to see the way South Indian cinema is welcomed world over. And now it's not about, Indian cinema is not about the term they use, Bollywood. It's about pan-India, and where the South Indian films, they play a very, very vital role. So I think it's with immense pride I say that, you know, when people ask me what makes South Indian films click, there's a very simple rule. We stay connected with our roots, and that is what makes us click. The minute you're connected with the soil, it will work with the people, because those emotions are important. But otherwise, the filmmaking, of course, the technology is there, but otherwise everything, the emotions remain the same.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, good. Really, that's true. And also in the Australian box office, South Indian films are every week in the top 10.
Yes.
So they're really making a mark, not just in the social and emotional thing, but also commercially.
Yeah, now you have Kantara,
Yeah.
chapter 1.
Yeah.
You had Loka, the Malayalam
Loka,
film.
both Kantara and Loka are touching 1 million
Yeah, so
Australian
and,
dollars.
and Loka is the first film in Malayalam cinema made on such a small budget. It's touching 200 crores box office
Amazing.
record. So for the first time, a Malayalam film, and that too a heroine-based
Yes.
film, a female-eccentric
Yeah.
film, is making 200 crores. So that's amazing.
Thank you.
Ah, Tanishta is here. That's lovely. No, no.
Hi. Pleasure meeting you. Were you able to rest?
No, we just
It gives me great pleasure to welcome the wonderful Tanishta Chatterjee. I was just, before you arrived, Tanishta, I've explained Air India. Sorry, CGT. Everything that's
You
happened.
didn't say anything wrong.
And also that how we call you Tiger Tan, and with good reason. So yeah, and I told them a little bit about Full Plate, but obviously would love to hear you say a few things. And now you have two of India's most amazing women, both doing remarkable things. So please feel free to ask anything that you would like.
So what's your next film?
Me or her?
Both.
Both. Tanishta, you'd like to answer that?
yeah, it's mic working?
No, you have
No.
to switch it on. Yeah. This is working.
I'm actually working on a performance piece next because I can't shoot for the next few months. I still have to get better. But yeah, so there's a performance piece, and then yeah, post March is when I'm going to start doing films again.
Okay. And movies is something which I take a very long time to decide whether I want to do it or not, because you know, it's a very odd age what they say. You can't play a full-fledged mother to a hero who's probably just a couple of years younger to me. Neither you can play a lead role running around the trees. So you know, when you're growing up from the child actor to an adult actor, you get into that adolescent age where it's a very odd age. So I think I'm at that age now where finding it very difficult. But I'm not doing anything at the moment except for one Telugu film, which is produced by Prashant Verma, who did Hanuman. And he's doing a film called Kali, which is again directed by Pooja. She's a female director. And that's one amazing role where I have got. So I'm looking forward to that film.
Really looking forward to watching it as
thank
well.
you.
Welcome Kushbu and welcome Tanisha. It's Gautam from Radio Manji. So my question to you first. Since you're from the politics background as well, what's your take on the movies that are getting banned in India? You know, it's once a creator has done their creativity, don't you think so? It's the censor board's job to censor or to ban a movie, but rather than the political parties taking up their part and getting involved into the movies and then they banning the certain movies in certain states.
No, I think it's absolutely wrong once you have censor board of films. I don't think anybody has the right to ban a film. Nobody has the right to even speak about a film. It's the audience who decides whether they want to watch the film or not. Leave it to them. Whether if it's good film, people will go flock to the theaters, buy the tickets, spend their hard-earned money and watch the film. If the film is bad, nobody's going to go to the theaters. And once a film is made, and if it's cleared by the censor board, I think everybody should stay out. Nobody has any rights to point fingers and say we are going to ban the film. Nobody can do that. I'm totally against it.
Sorry, no one is asking. I will go for the last time you were here in Victoria in 2017. You were in the cattle station. So, when did you get to learn that how the Australian keeps their cattle, and how did you get that implemented in Jallikattu?
I think I was here earlier in 2016 to do a film. So it was a South Indian film, and I was shooting for that, and that's when I got in touch with a few people. And then they came on board and they wanted me to be on board with them. So I have been to Melbourne quite a few times now. So I think just that part of it, it feels great. And now being my first trip to Sydney rather. So it's great. But then Melbourne is one city which I find it's very, very vibrant. So I love to go back to Melbourne. I keep visiting Melbourne on and off. So I think it's nice to stay connected and be part of something which is supposed to do with culture or sports or anything. So I love to keep myself busy. So I do that. Find something or the other to keep myself busy.
I just want to ask you, you've been a wonderful actress in Tamil, and since Varsham Padunara, and the craziest thing is that people have built a temple for you in Salem, I remember.
Trichy.
The 90s.
Trichy.
Sorry?
In Trichy.
In Trichy, maybe, yeah. So, how do you find that, the people use, as you said, that your emotions, that now in the AI time, and how do you find that the emotions that have been changed now?
So emotions don't change, sir. Emotions remain the same. Now it's just that people don't have time to build relationships is what I feel. Those days, your time, my time, we used to have the patience, the perseverance to build relationships. Now the relationships are built on Instagram, Facebooks or your WhatsApp, and the breakups happen on the same platforms. So I think people don't have the patience now, and for them everything is 2-minute noodle. I think as a filmmaker, I would say the worst part for us is when you have the so-called YouTubers or the critics who have zero knowledge about cinema. They sit down and they start actually shredding cinema to pieces, good or bad. Like I said earlier, let the audience decide. You see the first half and then you are on the Twitter and saying that, okay, this is what is good about the film, that is what is bad about the film. I always say, any critic for that matter, if you think this is how a movie has to be made, please make a film and tell us that this is how it has to be made. Get into that book, get onto the sets, spend your hard-earned money, learn and then decide how a movie should be made. You can't sit in an AC room and decide. I don't decide for any of the businessmen, I don't decide for any of the doctors, I don't decide for anybody else in anybody else's business. So if you do not understand my business, don't comment about it. We live in a very democratic world and I think Kanishka would agree that we have the most democratic thoughts and ideas is the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
So when we give you the freedom, don't misuse it is all I say. But even the fans for that matter, people who built Temple are the times when we didn't have the social media platforms. So they are the real fans. I still get to meet them. They still come and see me. Or if I'm traveling somewhere, because till date, I don't really know how many people built that temple. Because nobody came and asked me, nobody asked for any money and nothing. But suddenly somebody will come from there and say, I was one of them who built the temple for you, and I was part of it. So it really humbles you, it touches you so much, because they are the true fans who were there from that time to now. And with all due respect to everyone else, the followers on my social media platforms, with all due respect to them, I think social media is more about trolling and voicing their opinions hiding behind a mask is what I say. So I think I still love the kind of following and the love I get from fans from the time I got into cinema. Like you said, from Varsham Padinar. So I'm more happy to have a fan like you from Varsham Padinar times rather than somebody who'd come watch a film tomorrow and say, I'm your big fan. So I rather appreciate you, because I know probably the next film, which if it doesn't do well, that fan would not exist. One bad film, and in all these 40 years of my career, I have done some terrible films, I agree to it. But there's no change in the love what you show for me. So I think I'm happy with fans like you.
It's working. It's working. CGG.
I think I need to ask so many questions. So can you tell us about the spread of the movies? It's going to be shown, over the next few days.
Yes. So we are screening at Palace Mopa, Palace Norton Street, and Palace Central. And throughout the days, we are screening almost 20 films or so in 13 languages, various languages: Tamil, Telugu, Bengali, Nepali. I know Nepali is not Indian, but we like to consider anything in the subcontinent our own. So we have a lot of films. So I'll read a few highlights for you. So we have, yes, we also have Oni's We Are Fahim and Karun, which is his new film. Angamal. We have Humans in the Loop, which has been winning a lot of awards in various festivals. And please, we have Pinch. Please go to our website, indianfilmfestival.com.au, and get a lowdown of all the films that's playing. And tonight is Full Plate, tomorrow is Sholay, and our closing night film is Songs from the Forgotten Trees. So I hope you enjoy the festival, and feel free to write to us and ask any questions, and also your suggestions to help build the festival. Thank you.
Khushbu ma'am, question for you. Is there some part of your personality that we are not aware of, the public isn't aware of?
Sorry, come again?
Is there some part of your personality that public is not aware of? that
Like,
you
are
want
you
to
a
share?
serial killer or
That's
something?
what I wanted to ask. What kind of personality, the negative sides of me? Well, I do have negative aspects in me, and there are grey shades in me. I think it's there in every human. But I think that you'll have to find out from my husband, because he'll be the better person to answer how I torture him. So I think I'm a perfect person, but of course I have my own flaws.
I'm sure every married man would say that.
No, my husband wouldn't dare say that, because फिर घर का खाना नहीं मिलेगा उनको.
Yes, true.
Anish ma'am, if you want to share the journey of the Full Plate, which is going to be shown today, if you would like to share with us, how was the whole journey during making the movie, that would be great.
Yeah, I mean, independent films are always difficult to make. So Full Plate was also a tough journey, and it always begins with raising money to make a film. But this has been unprecedentedly tough, because as I just raised the money to finish, in the post-production, when my co-producers came on board, and I finished my edit, and I was just beginning my sound and music and all, and then I was diagnosed of a terrible illness. So I had to sort of push everything by a few months. But yeah, I mean, finally through my treatments and all, I still continued finishing the film, and here we are. We went to Busan, we opened the film, we had a world premiere in Busan, and we won the Visionary Director Award there, which was like fantastic. And I'm so glad to bring the film to Sydney. Australia has always been a very special place for me, and I'm very thankful to Meetu to have the film over here for the Australian audiences, and the opening film. And yeah, let's see how you guys enjoy the film. It's a slice of life, but a light sort of. I mean, it is quite layered, and there are a lot of themes in it, but there's a lot of humor, and it's a very relatable thing. I think like men will also relate, but for women especially. And it's a kind of a food film as well. So and it has nice music, and well, we've shown it in Korea till now. The Indian audiences still haven't seen the film. So you guys are watching the film before. So yeah, I'll see you all at the screening and look forward to the feedback. Thank you.
So if
You want mic?
no, I'll go there.
Here.
So if there, oh, did you have a question? Yes, please.
It's not a question, but first of all, Neetu, thank you for bringing the Sydney Film Festival.
Pleasure.
Ma'am, Khushbu ji, I have a question not a question, but you're looking stunning. Your sari is like, I have seen many politicians here wearing a sari every time different. Could you please highlight which sari is it and what exactly is this sari, like Chanderi?
No,
silk
this is Pakka South Indian. We say Kanjivaram silks.
कांजीवरम मैं सोच रहा था मेरी मम्मी के पास भी ऐसे
Ji, Kanjivaram silk, and I'm a very Indian at heart, and
अब भी इंडियन हार्ट
हाँ, मेरे मियाँ कहते हैं जितना कमाती हूँ उसका डबल साड़ियों में खर्च करती हूँ. तो हाँ, मेरा शौक एक ही है, जेवर का भी शौक नहीं, मेरे शौक हैं सिर्फ साड़ियाँ. And I love to wear the best of, and I'm very fond of very traditional Kanjivaram silk. So it has been my trademark, especially for the last few years, कि मैं किसी भी event में जाती हूँ, शादी हो कुछ भी होता, I love to be dressed in Kanjivaram silk. So this is typical me, Kanjivaram silk, and मतलब मेरा wardrobe हो गया, मेरे husband का wardrobe हो गया, उनके कपड़े बाहर हैं, मेरे कपड़े उनके कमरे में हैं, तो वो सब चलता रहता है. हमारा नया कपड़ बन गया, उसमें भी उनके कपड़े बाहर हैं, मेरे कपड़े हैं, तो मेरी साड़ियाँ सब जमा होती रहती हैं. तो this is typical Kanjivaram silk.
CG sir, we need to have some sort of sarees collection in the streets as well, so people know what kind of saree, because there is a lot of sarees, Kanjivaram, silk, Chanderi, what kind of people.
I agree.
Yeah, send me a proposal.
Gurnaam, you have to come to New India House. There is going to be a
Saree collection.
No, in New India House, we have a textile fabric.
Textile, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And they separately, Forma is doing some textile related promotion.
and a fashion show also.
And we are also putting some 2 minutes video on textile.
Yeah.
Ah, lovely.
Yeah,
What a
yeah,
great
maybe
plan.
we can as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we now conclude the press meet, and as you know, we have the film starting, Full Plate, which is our opening night film. It's at Palace Cinemas, Moore Park, and it's at 7 for 7:30 start. Kirti will also be there, all of us will be there, so please join us. And all tickets are available. Sholay and our closing night and tonight are selling very fast. I think Sholay is almost sold out for tomorrow, so we are seeing if we can add another session. But thank you everyone. Before we close, I would really like to give a really big hug and a huge thank you to CJG. You have been so open-hearted, so welcoming, and it was just like one Zoom and you were like, we are in, so thank you so much for that. And NRMA, NAB, My Visa Services, our media partners, Desi Australia, Media Mom, and special thanks to Jor and Council General of Sydney. And looking forward to having a wonderful festival with you. And like I said, this will be ongoing through the year, and we'll have special events and screenings. And also we'll be back next year bigger and louder and bolder. And a huge hug to Shiba for being the driving force with everything. Thank you.